Okay, this video that you're about to see is actually part of the last video I posted, which is taking on 2021 episode 5. But essentially, I was kind of just ranting about why I hadn't been motivated for the last week, why I wasn't getting anything done, the kind of reasons causing this, like uncertainty surrounding our A-levels, surrounding what I wanted to do at uni, surrounding if I even wanted to go to uni this year, I wanted to take a gap year instead maybe, the effects of kind of not getting enough sleep over lockdown, binging loads of Netflix and stuff like that. And I just thought, you know what, this could be good just to whack up on the channel as a standalone video because it's got a lot of information that I think could be helpful for people. So yeah, if you want to just kind of see an A-level student kind of rant about the current situation and why I slipped out of the routine that I had for myself, which was literally getting up every day at 6:30, working out, doing my lessons, doing my homework, and then just spending the evening doing whatever I wanted, why that just died and why the last week I just didn't do anything. So yeah, it's quite like a chill video. It's got some nice lo-fi music in the background. So if you want to just kind of grab a coffee, grab a drink, something like that, and just rant with me, then you're more than welcome to. Yeah, and you're more than welcome to, in the comments as well, just start a discussion about all of these topics or anything that you like pick up on in the video. I kind of just want it to be a video that you can look at, maybe relate to, and just, yeah, hopefully help you to feel less questionable of what you want to do and your goals and your current situation and all of that. So it could be helpful, it could not be helpful. Here's just the rant and then we'll catch up at the end. Let's go. Okay, so let's start with, first of all, the tangible reasons why this week was pretty poor. Now, I am going to get completely violated here, but let's just break it down. I'm sure a lot of you probably have done the same. So, Netflix, 3 seasons of 20 episodes in each season in a week. So what's that, like 30 episodes, so 10 hours of Netflix in a week. Missed a few of the early mornings, so I'd sleep through my alarm to about 8. One day I genuinely just rolled out of bed into the chair and did my lesson straight from there. And finally, revision. I mean, lack of revision because I didn't do any. Yeah, that was fun. And not doing the work that I need to do. So that was this week. Now why? So obviously you know that I'm not like this. I don't just drop everything and just stop doing what I've been doing, but a lot of factors have kind of led to this week just being poor. I obviously shouldn't be doing these things, but yeah, it's just, I feel like at this point it's human nature to slip into these cycles now, and I don't want to do that, of course, which is why I'm changing things, but which is why I'm also taking a break for the next couple of days. So it is currently Friday. This week, I think the main reasons why I haven't done this is, first of all, sleep was catching up to me, or wasn't catching up to me. I wasn't getting enough sleep. I was getting to bed at kind of 11 o'clock each night, getting up at 6:30, and that would slowly get later, so I'd end up running on about 6 or 7 hours sleep each day, which for a lot of people is functional and fine, but for me, especially when you're working out, it is not enough sleep whatsoever. And I noticed this especially over GCSE. My entire mindset, mentality, and my focus just would die if I didn't have kind of 8-9 hours sleep every night, and that was a significant reason why I did so well in my GCSEs, was because I was consistently getting enough sleep despite everything that was going on, and I need to bring that back, and I need to do something that will allow me to get that sleep. Secondly, someone mentioned this before, but the morning workouts, they were great. It meant that I was getting the workouts done, but it did increase my chances of not doing the work throughout the day because I would be knackered. I'd finish the workout, which is great, but then I'd be knackered for the work, and I feel like you need more energy for mental strain than you do for physical strain, because physical strain you can just push through it and it's fine, but mental strain you really need focus and you need that mental clarity, which you don't get when you're fatigued. So what I'm going to be doing now is getting up in the morning still, but doing my revision and doing my schoolwork in the mornings rather than the workouts. But I'm also going to have the flexibility to lie in until like 7, half 7, if I feel as if I don't have enough work to do, because I don't need to sacrifice my sleep just for the sake of it and for the sake of getting up at that time, which is what I was doing before. Like, I was getting up at 6:30 every day, even on the days I didn't have workouts, but I wouldn't have anything that I really desperately needed to do, so I was kind of just forcing myself to do things in the morning so that I had more free time in the evening. But yeah, that's fine, but we're in lockdown at the moment, so there's not really much I can do with free time, so it just seems like a bit of a waste of sleep to do that. So I'm going to have flexibility to do that. I'm going to try to get up at 6:30 every day and try to find things to do that help push me towards my goals, but it's not going to be the be all and end all, if that makes sense. Now, the second reason, and this is probably quite a significant reason, is just the uncertainty with everything. So with revision, it just doesn't feel like there's something that I'm working towards. We don't know whether we're going to have exams. The exams I had already, the mocks that we were promised to have in February, I no longer have those. They've been cancelled. We're getting sent them home. So we don't have any clarity as to what we're working towards and how it's going to impact our grades. I'm hoping that will change in the next couple of weeks when Ofqual release their consultation results and how they're going to be grading us for this year. And then I can just push and tailor everything that I'm doing around that and try and work towards getting the best grades possible in that. Because at the moment, the stuff that I'm doing at A-level, I've done all the stuff that I need for university. So I've done all the basic maths, I've done all the physics and all of the concepts I need for my study at university. Especially with chemistry, I don't actually need chemistry. It's really interesting stuff, but I don't need it. So I find that there's better use of my time if it's not going to impact my grades, which has led me to being able to justify not doing that work and doing other stuff instead, which is dangerous because it means that if we do have exams and things like that that help determine our results, that's going to be really detrimental for me. So I need to get out of that mindset and start doing it, which is why I'm going to be doing the work in the mornings, because it means I get it done first, and then the workouts I really want to do and know that it's going to have an effect because I know I'm working towards a tangible outcome, I'll be more motivated to do those. So I'll get the work done in the mornings and then do the workouts in the evening. But finally, there's more uncertainty, not just with exams, but with what I actually want to do in the future. So obviously I've applied to uni, I've got into these great unis and I'm gassed. But COVID and everything that I've been doing recently and the opportunities that I've tried to put myself in has meant or has led to me kind of questioning it. Because over this last year or two, so many of the things that we would have been doing and so many of the opportunities that we would have had as 17, 18-year-olds, even 16-year-olds at some point, they've just been taken away from us. And that, it almost feels like we've just lost 2 of the best years of our life, which obviously isn't completely true because we've still had that time, but it's not been as great. And I feel like once I get into university and once I get into my job, I'm not going to have as much of an opportunity to do the things I like doing now at this current point in time. Now, I don't recommend this thought process for everyone because for most people, it's going to be the best option just to get straight into uni, have a great time at uni, come out with a great degree, get into a good job, high-paying job, and doing something that you really enjoy and spending your time in a way that you like doing with that job. But for me, in the situation that I'm in, I feel like it might be a good use of my time to take a gap year and to delegate some of that time to working on things like YouTube, things on like my businesses, things on paid work, traveling, living those experiences I feel like I've missed over this last year. This is a very small consideration, however. Like literally at the moment it's like a 5% chance I'm going to take a gap year. I'm pretty set on just going to university. But there is that subliminal thought or subconscious thought in my mind that, okay, it is kind of something that I would really like to do and I don't know if I'm going to have the chance to do all of that travel and stuff afterwards. But then there's that internal battle as to whether COVID's going to disrupt that, and realistically the only reason I'd take a gap year is if COVID was disrupting the start of the university term. So that's just like, what am I doing? And then with the universities, I don't know whether to go for Imperial, I don't know whether to go for mechanical engineering or design engineering at Imperial, or if I should go to Bath and study automotive engineering, and where do I want to go in the future and all of this. And it's just like, whoa, take a breath. Do you know what I mean? It's just so crazy, and it's led me just to question the things that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis and where I'm going from here. I feel like this is just natural, and all of you probably have these thoughts pretty regularly because life is so uncertain and you just have no idea what's coming. But it is hard when you don't have that routine, that definition. You don't have the freedom to go places because you're stuck with your thoughts and deeping everything, which is why it's so hard to just get productive, get motivated and just start tackling your goals, because you don't know what those goals are and where they're going to lead to, or what you're trying to get out of those goals, which is difficult. But at the end of the day, it's not productive. It's not helping me be in a better position. So starting next week, I've identified focus for my workout. So I want to really build up my arms. So I've devised a 4-day-a-week plan. I actually just found it online. I didn't devise it. And I'm going to be starting that next week, and that's a 6-week plan. So that will take me through the end of lockdown, hopefully, if lockdown doesn't extend. And that will just sort everything for my workouts. Then doing all the work in the morning instead of the workouts. So the workouts actually be in the evening. That will clear up time for me to do the work, clear up time for me to save sleep if I need to save sleep, and all of that. Then also Saturday, so tomorrow, is my last shift at Sainsbury's. I won't be working there anymore, and it means I'll have time to structure my weeks how I want to structure them, and I'll have so much more time to do everything that I need to do. Because again, now the fourth thing that's meant this week has been pretty bad is just the pressure of everything. There's so much to do in so little time, and clearing that Sainsbury's, that slot, is gonna mean that I can really schedule my time rather than just trying to fit everything in whenever possible. Because when I do that, I embrace ignorance and ignore the things that I need to be doing because they're not scheduled in, which is just weird, but it happens. So hopefully that has some more structure. And then yeah, I'm just going to be prioritizing my sleep. I'm going to be working on all of the revision for just things I don't really know what's going to come, but I'm going to just sit down and get on with it. And I'm hopefully going to just ignore those pressuring uncertainties and just unknown variables, ignore them and just crack on with what I've been doing for the last year, last 2 years, last 6 months, however long. That hasn't really been a problem, and just pretend that we've got that freedom so I'm not stuck in here with my own thoughts and I can just crack on with everything that I'm doing. Now, I don't know if that makes any sense to you whatsoever, but it makes sense to me and I'm hoping it makes sense to you. But anyway, I've decided that this kind of the rest of this week, it's not going to be rigid, it's not going to be structured. I'm just going to take kind of like a break, something to recharge so that I can hit that next week hard. So obviously I'm working tomorrow and then I'm editing this video on Sunday, but today it's now 5 o'clock, which is quite late. I'm going to see my girlfriend later. We're just going to go on a massive walk, so that's like 7-8 o'clock. But for now, because I usually say that someone's room state reflects their mental state, and my room is pretty dodgy. So I'm going to tidy that up. I'm going to tidy that up, then I'm going to cut my hair, or finish cutting my hair, because as you've seen, my brother actually already started on it. We use clippers, and then I cut his. So you'll see that. You'll see a little bit more Barber Sam for those original viewers. And yeah, I've also bought a desk lamp. So actually, we've got quite a lot to do. We've got to tidy the room, which is always nice. We've got a nice new desk lamp, which will hopefully just set up that desk brilliantly. We'll cut our hair, we'll get ready, we'll go to Liv's, and then yeah, we'll hit next week properly hard. We'll be back at it with that energy, and hopefully we can push through. I'm hoping you can join me on that push. So anyway, I don't know why I'm still sat down. Let's clear the room. Okay, so yeah, that is that video. If you want to actually see the rest of that video and what I've just outlined, then it's linked up there. But as far as the rant goes, I kind of think as a summary, it's the fact that it's so hard to set tangible goals when you have no idea what this next year is going to hold. Whether you're going to be able to go away places, how uni is going to be laid out, how we're going to get our grades and things. If you're even going to be able to stick to all of these goals limited by lockdowns and isolation and things like that. And because you can't have those definite goals, it is harder to get the motivation to work towards them because you don't know what they are. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how everyone else watching this is finding it, how you're kind of finding this lockdown and this situation. And if there's anything else that I kind of didn't really cover or anything else that you want me to elaborate on, then just let me know in the comments and we can kind of start like a little discussion. Now obviously I'm not going to be able to have answers to everything. I don't even have answers to half of my questions, but we might be able to help. So yeah, otherwise that's it for me today. I do hope you've enjoyed this little video. It's a bit more of a chill vibe, unlike all of my other usual videos with which have so much more energy. But yeah, it's different. I thought I'd try it. So let me know if you liked it. If you did, don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to drop a subscribe. Turn those notifications on and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids